Hello, Internet. Paper Duck here. Politics. Normally, I try to avoid getting political when I can. It's just a can of worms I'd rather not open. However, in this day and age of false facts and misinformation, there are some topics I just can't stay silent on. And after seeing so many other people who have no idea what they're talking about weigh in on this matter, I feel almost obligated to try and set this straight. I know a good portion of you won't like what I have to say, and possibly even the majority would disagree, but it's something that needs to be said nonetheless. A comically large spoon does not count as a spoonful. Indeed, I'd argue it doesn't even qualify as a spoon. If you Google the definition of spoon, you'll see it defined as an implement consisting of a small, shallow oval or round bowl on a long handle, used for eating, stirring, and serving food. Keywords here being small and shallow. As you can tell, a comically large spoon is indeed anything but. But definitions are up for interpretation. So putting aside definitions, let's look at the legality of it. For this, I'll turn to the ruling of a lawsuit case from 1999 of Leonard versus PepsiCo Inc. For those who don't know, in 1996, PepsiCo hosted a sweepstakes offering various prizes in exchange for Pepsi points that were earned by purchasing Pepsi products. Well, one such prize was an AV-8 Harrier II jump jet priced at 7 million Pepsi points. Leonard accumulated 15 points, then wrote a $700,000 check to purchase the remaining points at 1 point per 10 cents as allowed by the contest guidelines. And when PepsiCo refused to award the jet, he took them to court. Eventually, the judge ruled in favor of PepsiCo because even if the offer wasn't in jest, nobody could reasonably be expected to have accumulated so many points over the course of the contest. This is important because it shows reasonable amounts are important with cases like these. Now let's slow down and see just how large this spoonful is. Luckily, I don't have to do the math myself, because when it comes to math, I'll trust just about anyone else's skill above my own. I'll refer to the conclusion drawn by another YouTuber named SuperDunce, who already made a video detailing about how much ice cream this comically large spoon can actually hold. Link in description. Now, he worked out the comically large spoon could hold about 2.73 liters of ice cream, but this is just a measurement of how much liquid could fit in the bowl, and after doing some field work, I found that ice cream is in fact a semi-solid. And as this picture I took on my expedition illustrates, a spoon can hold much more ice cream that's in the state. 2 times, most likely 3 times, or 4 times, or even 5 times the amount. For the sake of simplicity, let's go with a very modest doubling of ice cream, leaving it at 5.46 liters. Now, ice cream is most commonly measured in pints. It varies by seller, but the most common unit contains about 3 pints, or 1.42 liters. As you can see, our spoonful can easily hold upwards of 3 times that. It's vastly unreasonable to even assume one person could have so much ice cream, let alone consume it in one sitting. Therefore, a comically large spoon is null and void in its legality for providing a measurement of only a spoonful. It feels good to finally get that off my chest. Speaking of which, you probably noticed the actual quality of this video is a bit larger than the previous 3. That's because I actually purchased some editing software this time, so no more just screen recording for me. As for the audio, I actually, up until now, I've been using this old Turtle Beach headset that from like 2015. But now the editing software actually lets me combine audio from my phone. So I'm actually using my phone as sort of a microphone for this time around. Gotta be honest, I didn't think of much more to say for this clip, so I guess enjoy the rest of the video. I still got like 5 minutes to fill out here. Well, I guess I can commentate about what's going on screen. There's a dude walking around. And, yeah, blasting hymns. I know some of you are probably snickering at that spoon thing, but I feel like it's a thing that really needs to be said, because you can't just... I've seen all these memes just stating that a comically large spoon could in fact be qualified as a spoonful, but when that idea is just simply preposterous. I mean, it's just absolutely terrible. I mean, there's no way a spoon that size, nobody could have that much ice cream. Speaking of ice cream, what's your guys' favorite ice cream? Mine was always mint chocolate chip. You know, when I was younger, I used to play Doom a lot. Well, obviously. Now, I'm a 90s kid, as in I was born in 1999. So, 90s kid, but not really 90s kid. More like an early 2000s kid, but I still have experienced the majority of what went on in the 90s, because a lot of what went on in the 90s transferred over to the early 2000s. So I grew up with a lot of the same cartoons and such. Maybe I should play Spirit next time. Anyway, like I said, I got new editing software, so it can look a lot nicer. There's no more of that little X in the top right corner that was in the previous videos that I only noticed after I posted 3 of them. I always found it neat, like these barrels. They filled them with stuff. Brutal Doom is a lot like classic Doom, but they added a lot of little extra features. I mean, aside from the obvious jumping and like. Now I'm contemplating going down there, but I just really don't want to end up killing myself by accident. I'm trying to find a way to get to that supercharge from earlier, but yeah, I'm also kind of searching for that last enemy. I'm searching so long because I could have sworn there was a hazmat suit around here, because I remember there being one, but there's not, apparently. I think maybe the last enemy is in here, but no, this is just the exit. Walking around. I just mostly spend this last part walking around looking for any goodies I missed. Obviously I missed the supercharge, but I couldn't find a way to get to it. Now about here I think maybe I'll jump, but yeah, that's cheating, so probably good that it didn't work. So I think maybe this button would do something, but no. It wouldn't. I'm actually watching the recording right now on the editing software as I voice over this, so I can combine the 2 audios. See, that looks like a secret passage. The way that wall is discolored. Oh well. It's reaching the end anyway. So, yeah. There you have it. Man, that 98 kills just hurts me so bad. So close, but yet so far. Anyway, that's about all it for this episode, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.